Howdy, folks. How's everybody doing tonight? Mike. Have a good night, buddy. Let's see. Who's with me here so far tonight? Am I coming through loud and clear, by the way? Am I coming through loud? Yes. Yes, indeed I am. So let's see who's with me here tonight so far. We've got Slasher Home Video, Chris, what's up? We've got Ewan Thomas, Name the Stars, Y2K, Fairy, Big Crack Rock. What's up, Big Crack Rock? Keith, Captain Halloween, how you doing, sir? Jill, hello. How's everything up in Canada? DJ Donnelly. What's cracking, DJ? Devin X, hello. Super Tenor. After a long day, I'm really looking forward to this. Ah, cool. Glad to have you here. Grizzly, hey, what's up? Darren Hackney, how's it going? Hillbilly Tech, how are you? Jimmy L, what's up, Jimmy? Antonis Andriatis, what's up? Filthy Biscuit, man, I like that name. Tim Melican, Tim, how you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Brianna? Hey, there's a Daily Ghost, how's it going? Punisher Batman fan, Stephen Smith. Good morning, Chan. Hello. Matt Talks Movies. Thomas D. All right, we got a lively chat going already tonight. Hope everybody's well on this Tuesday evening. I am behind, but that's usual for me. So, oh goodness. So I got I received a few messages from people linking me an article from a website called Stacker, which I've never heard of Stacker before. But they did a list of the 100 worst horror films of all time. And trying to fix my camera here. Here we go. There we go. A little bit better. But anyway, I've never heard of Stacker. But people seem to want to know my thoughts on this list. And I thought about filming a reaction video where I went down the list, or at least talked about some of the movies on the list. And I decided, nah, let's just go ahead and do it live. Yeah, why not? Let's do it live. And so I've not looked at I've not checked out the list at all. This is going to be a true reaction to all the movies on this list. But I'm expecting there to be some hot takes. Put it that way. So, let's see. Before, has anybody else taken a look at this list? Should I brace myself before I take a look at it? Hey, what's up, Dave? How you doing? This is going to be juicy. Number one, Friday Part 4. I doubt that. I'm betting there'll be at least one or two Friday the 13th films on the list. I'm interested to see which ones are on there. Hey Arthur, how you doing? Hey Jeffrey DeShore, how's everything are you in Los Angeles or in Louisiana? Purple Tomato Cinema. I like that name too. How you doing? These lists are objective. Well, yeah. It depends on who came up with the list, or if they went by aggregate scores or something like that. If they went by like Rotten Tomatoes scores, this will be an interesting list for sure. Jonathan, Bombastic Reviews, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. If you guys haven't dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I would appreciate it. Thoughts on a new Friday the 13th movie? I believe we're going to hear something about a new Friday the 13th project in the very near future, but it's going to be on Netflix. That's my bet. If I were a betting man, that's where I would bet that Friday the 13th winds up. If Troll or Troll 2 is on here, I can see Troll 2 being on here for sure. You know, as much as we love Troll 2, you know, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Before we get started, Netflix, I heard about that today. Netflix signed on for 2 more Texas Chainsaw movies, which I'd already heard that a sequel had been greenlit, but we're going to get 2 new Chainsaw movies with Netflix. So, I don't know. We'll see. I saw some people earlier talking about old Curly Jaws. Well, I've filmed my review of the Fog remake. Let's just say I had a few drinks during that review, so I have yet to review the footage to see if it's in any way usable. But I think the less usable the footage is, the more usable it's going to be, if you catch my drift. So I'm planning on reviewing that footage tonight. I did drop a review for the Charles Bronson film Breakout earlier today. If you guys didn't catch that review, definitely do so. Jeremy and I also filmed our review of Dr. Pepper Dark Berry earlier today. So that's going to be out maybe tomorrow or the next day. So, yeah. And what's your all's thoughts on this whole Nev Campbell Scream 5 controversy? I want to show you guys a couple of cool things here first before we dive into the list. I got the Scream Factory, the 9th configuration release in the mail today. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the 9th coin figuration. I just love that there's a typo on the sleeve. And the spy, the title of the film, there's a typo. I love that. I'm not even going to open this because I'm thinking in a few years this is going to be a pretty pricey collector's piece with that typo on it. So, but, or maybe they'll issue replacement sleeves. Instead of replacement discs, we'll get replacement sleeves this time. Oh, we'll see. But the 9th configuration. I also got this in the mail yesterday, and I'm gonna do a review of the book, or at least an overview of this book. This is the Canon Film Guide, Volume 2, 1985 through 1987, only covering 2 years of Canon history. But look how freaking thick this thing is. Holy Lord. I was reading through it last night. I read up about the Charles Bronson film Assassination. I was reading about Murphy's Law. Of course, I was going directly to the Bronson entries first. But this thing is loaded. Tons of interviews. Lots of great insights by the author, Austin Trunick. Yeah, I mean, hours and hours and hours of time can be spent on this beauty here. And just check out that artwork. That artwork is stunning. I've yet to get to Masters of the Universe, which I love that movie, so I'm interested in reading about it. Of course, Life Force. Love that freaking movie. Can't wait to start reading up about it. And I'm sure the Over the Top chapter is going to be pretty entertaining. And there's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 in here as well. So this thing is just epic. Epic. I'm going to have to get Volume 1 and dive into it after I'm done with Volume 2. But yeah, I'm going to spend some time immersed in this bad boy, and then do a review, overview, something of it. Because I think if you're a fan of Canon Films, as I am, this is like the Canon Films Bible, for God's sake. So so let's see, what were we saying about Nev Campbell, the Nev Campbell Scream 5? Upload it all. The fact that you got through the fog in any form is testament to your staying power. It was it wasn't easy to get through. That's for sure. Pay the woman, never not, I'm fine. Wait, there's a controversy with her in Scream 5. Yes, she is not doing Scream 5 due to a pay dispute. Old Curly Jaws is in the chat. Old Curly Jaws is here. What's up, Old Curly Jaws? She will be in Scream 6. I don't not see her not coming back. Nev Campbell fans are toxic. I'm okay with Campbell not being in it. I felt her arc was full circle 1 through 3. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jason? How you doing, man? No more Nev, please. Okay. All right. So the thing about, so I was given some info about this whole Nev Campbell pay dispute thing. So here's the thing. According to what I was told, and I do think this source is legitimate, they need Nev Campbell back for part 6. She doesn't have much of a part in 6. That's part of the issue. She's only in part 6 a very short amount of time. And they want to pay her based on that amount of time, not based on it's Nev Campbell in a Scream movie. That's where this whole thing's come from. But they need her in Scream 6 because she plays a much bigger role in Scream 7. However, shortly, see, the pay dispute, or the negotiations broke down like 2 months ago, right around the time that they announced Hayden Panettiere and Kirby were back for Scream 6. And that is no coincidence. And I was also told that if filming is postponed, because all this has become public now, expect either major rewrites or Nev is going to get paid. And paid big time. I'm betting she's going to get paid and paid big time. Now that this has gone public, and of course there's the whole thing over, women not being paid on the same level as men when it comes to in Hollywood as far as acting is concerned. And it just creates a lot of bad press for the movie. So at this point, I think they're going to pay her. I think she's going to cash out big time at this point. I could be wrong though, and it was announced today that they are going to postpone shooting. So, my source, seems to be, right on. So I don't know what's going to happen. I definitely think she's going to get paid. Again, they can't control the narrative now that it's public. So I don't know. I mean, unless they come out and say that her demands were just not feasible, and it wasn't fair to the other actors, which they can spin it in a lot of different ways to make her sound like the bad guy. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I don't know. So they're already planning Scream. They've got Scream 7 all planned out. And Sydney's a big player in 7. Not a big player in 6, but a big player in 7. Pretty interesting. Piz, it seems that being forced to watch the Fog remake would be something that Pinhead would do to you if you open the box. That's probably one of the many forms of torture that Pinhead would inflict upon you in the labyrinth. JLC was in her ear coaching her to milk it. I mean, I don't know. I hoped that after 5, we would just, I'm tired of all they're going to do with the legacy characters at this point, it seems like, is just bring them back to kill them all, to kill them off, so that they can say, oh, well, this new ghost face is so much, more cunning and brutal than those ghost faces, Our ghost faces are they're really upping the ante here. We're raising the stakes because we're knocking off these legacy characters. And I'm just like, oh, God. So I would prefer them to just roll with the new cast and, build on their characters and just, leave the legacy folks alone. I mean, if you've dealt with maniacs in costumes on 5 different occasions, you've had near-death experiences on 5 different occasions with maniacs in costumes. I mean, after the 3rd, I'm changing my name and moving to Siberia. You know what I mean? And I really hope with Scream 6, that I hope that Scream 7 is a continuation of Scream 6, that we don't get the killer reveal and, monologue in the 3rd act of part 6. I want Ghostface to get away. I want Ghostface to, throw a curve at us. And that way everybody can guess who the killer is for an entire year until the next one comes out. I mean, imagine building that much. I mean, that's building hype. And for the next film. You know, you leave it on a cliffhanger like that. Who was Ghostface? And that's what I hope they do. Anyway. Scream is way overrated. I loved the first movie. I really was not a fan of any of the sequels. And I liked 5 okay. Though I think it's one of those movies that's gonna, the more you watch it, the less it's gonna hold up kind of deal. But I liked Scream 5 enough that I think it's a good launching point for a whole new cast of characters. You mean Emma Roberts? Yeah, she was one of the killers in 4. I don't remember a thing about 4. I remember the ending of it with when she gets defibrillated to death. Other than that, I don't remember a thing about Scream 4. I'll finally watch the last Scream when I mark about 80 other movies off the watch list. I'm right there with you, Dave. I'm tired of the big reveal followed by the 15-minute monologue breaking down each and every step of how they pulled everything. Yeah, it's the Scooby-Doo ending. I mean, come on. Jeez. We've had that 5 times at this point. Give us something different. Scream 6 with Eric Freeman, please. Yes. Yes. I agree. Favorite David Fincher movie? Gosh. I'm just going to say 7. I know he's done better movies, but I love 7. Favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie? I love the first 3. I love the first 3, put it that way. What's up, Big Tubby? Yes, we need Eric Freeman. We just need more Eric Freeman. Period. That's what we need, is just more Eric Freeman. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I would certainly appreciate that. Looks like we are at 40 likes. If you could drop a like, I would appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and let's dive into this 100 worst horror films of all time list. I'm interested to check it out, and I wanna get your all's reaction too. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty interesting. So, okay, here we are. Stacker.com, 100 worst horror films of all time. Let's see. How did they rate or rank these? Let's check it out here. Blah, blah, blah. Horror can be great. It can expose social ills and collective moral rot. It's one thing I hate. It's moral rot. Okay. What follows is the Stacker's list of 100 worst horror films of all time, which we calculated using a combination of IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes scores. Oh, Jesus. While excluding films with less than 5,000 IMDb votes. Note, the films must be tagged horror for consideration. Be afraid, be very afraid. Well, right there at the top of the list, I can tell you this is, without even seeing the title, it's one of those See No Evil movies. Okay, so it's the very first See No Evil at number 100. I have never watched an instant of either See No Evil movie, so I can't rate either of them. But number 100, we have See No Evil. Tomato meter of 8%. The first release by WWE Films. Has anybody... I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have seen See No Evil. Is it bad? Is it underrated? Is it bad in a good way? You'll have to let me know, because again, I've not seen either one. Let's go on down here. Number 99 is Cabin Fever 3 Patient Zero. Beyond the first Cabin Fever, I have not seen any of the sequels. And they even did a Cabin Fever remake. Like, I mean, movies that are 10, 15 years old are getting remakes already. So Cabin Fever 3 Patient Zero, I've not seen it. I can't speak on its quality. But, yeah. 98 is Darkness Falls. Really? Okay. I don't think Darkness Falls is that bad. I'm going to... See, let's look at this. IMDb rating of 5, but a tomato meter of 10. I'm going to bet that these tomato meters are really what's going to be the influencer here. IMDb rating here of See No Evil 5.1, but a tomato meter of 8%. So 5.1 out of 10, I mean, that's middle of the road. That's mediocre. But the tomato meter of 8% is really what's bringing it down. This one has, Cabin Fever 3 has a 4.4 IMDb rating, a 24% tomato meter. Darkness Falls has a 5.0 IMDb rating, but a 10% tomato meter. I'm thinking the tomato meter is really going to be what screws a lot of these movies over. Honestly, I don't think Darkness Falls is that bad of a movie. I think it had a great idea, a great premise, but clearly there were a lot of issues, a lot of cooks in the kitchen, it seemed like, with that one. Reshoots and re-edits, and it gets kind of messy there toward the end. I don't think Darkness Falls is bad. I really don't. I don't know. Anybody else? Darkness Fall? Any Darkness Falls? Hold on. I need to pop out the chat here. I can't. Here's what I'm going to do. Hold on. I'm going to take the chat. I'm going to remove that chat because that's like blocking some stuff there. And let me pop out the chat here so that I can keep an eye on what's going on in the chat while we discuss. All right, sorry about that. But any love for Darkness Falls here? Am I the only Darkness Falls simp? Never seen it? Never seen it? Okay. Never seen it. Well, again, the list is based on the IMDb score and the Rotten Tomatoes ranking. See No Evil is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Is it what? See No Evil in Pee-wee's Big Adventure is a top 100 best song. I agree. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, See No Evil was directed by, Gregory Dark, who has a history in the adult industry. Okay. All right, well, let's go on down here. I think most people enjoy Darkness Falls. Hi, baby. My cat's wanting some love. All right, let's go down. Okay, Darkness Falls. I don't agree with Darkness Falls. The Darkest Hour. I've not seen The Darkest Hour. I've not seen it. I can't speak on it. Gary Oldman's in it, but I can't speak on it. So 97, The Darkest Hour. 96 is An American Werewolf in Paris. Really? This is another one that I think has been screwed by the tomato meter. 5.1 rating on IMDb, 7% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not great. Is it the 96th worst horror film ever made? No, I don't think so. I don't know. What say you? American Werewolf in Paris. Oh my God. Curly Jaws prefers Paris to London. I should have known. I should have known. I used to do that too, Ben. Mix up Darkness Falls and Boogeyman. They came out around the same time, and yeah, it's almost like they're cut from the same cloth. I don't agree. American Werewolf in Paris is not great. I don't think it's the 96th worst horror movie of all time. I do agree here with this sentiment. Terrible late 90s CGI. Yes, the movie does suffer from some terrible late 90s CGI. Let's move on down. Oh, no. Poltergeist 3? No. No. Poltergeist 3 is not the 93rd worst. I'm sorry, not the 95th worst horror film of all time. That's ridiculous. Yeah. No, I don't agree with this one at all. I don't think Poltergeist 3 is a classic, but not the 95th worst horror film of all time. Ridiculous. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing some love for Poltergeist 3. All right, here we go. That's it. Let's show some love for Poltergeist 3 in the chat. Moving on down. Graveyard Shift is what? Come on. Really? I mean, Brad Dourif's character alone. Come on. And I mean, the one dude's accent, his main accent is killer. I mean, it's certainly not the best Stephen King adaptation, but oy vey, the 94th worst horror film of all time, really? Okay. Moving on. 93, we have got The Island of Dr. Moreau. Oh, God. I mean, Marlon Brando wears like a cereal bowl on his head in this movie. How can you not love The Island of Dr. Moreau? You can tell that everybody is just absolutely having the worst day of their life while making this movie. Everyone is completely miserable making this movie. You can tell while watching it. Brando doesn't want to be there. That's why he's just mumbling the whole time. He's wearing bowls on his head. Val Kilmer is probably wasted the whole time. What's the one guy's name? David Thewlis. David Thewlis refuses to talk about this movie because it was such a painful experience for him. And because of all of these reasons, I enjoy watching The Island of Dr. Moreau. I really do. It's bad, but you can just tell everybody is absolutely miserable while making it. And again, Marlon Brando with a bowl on his head. How can you not love that? That bumps it up at least a couple of IMDb points and at least 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. Come on. Oh, no. Oh. Here we are. The very first Friday the 13th. The very first Friday the 13th to make the list. Jason Goes to Hell. The 92nd worst horror film of all time. Jesus, I gotta take a shot. I mean, I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but no, not the 92nd worst horror movie of all time. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What kind of scores have we got here? It's actually got a 24% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm kind of surprised by that, but a 4.3 on IMDb, really? Oh my God. The ninth installment in Friday the 13th franchise. Shouldn't there be a "the" there? The ninth installment in Friday the 13th franchise is about as bad as you'd expect the ninth installment in any franchise to be. Except Fast and Furious. Are you freaking kidding me? We'll give the ninth Fast and Furious movie a pass, but we won't give Jason Goes to Hell a pass. Okay? We are truly living in clown world right now. Truly living in clown world right now. Jesus. All right, let's just move on. God. Silent Hill Revelation. I've seen it. I don't remember a single thing about it, though. I'd completely forgot that Jon Snow was even in it. I don't remember a darn thing about it. Don't remember a darn thing about it. Moving on. Virus. Okay. Oh my God. Virus is awful. This may be the first movie on the list that I agree with. I agree with this movie's placement. Actually, this movie could be further down the list, I think. Because it's awful. Totally awful. I completely agree with Virus. Totally agree with Virus. All right, moving on. Oh my, the Bye-Bye Man. Holy Lord. Only at 89. Only at 89, the Bye-Bye Man. Really? Okay. So the Bye-Bye Man is the 89th worst horror movie of all time. It should be much higher on this list. I mean, come on. This should be in like the top 10 at least. It's got a 23% on Tomato Meter. What? That should be like a 2 or a 3%, not 23. Oh my God, the Bye-Bye Man. That one needs to be way down the list. On further down the list. Jeez. Oh, it's a horrible film. I, Frankenstein. I don't remember that much about I, Frankenstein, but I remember it being kind of dumb fun. Like, I remember kind of enjoying it. Oh my God. Old Curly Jaws says, Bye-Bye Man is in my top 5 greatest horror films ever made. He's not acting, okay? This isn't a troll. He truly, these are his opinions, okay? And they're just as valid as yours or mine. I, Frankenstein is number 88 on the list. I don't remember anything about it other than I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed watching it. That's it. Jeepers Creepers 3. I gave up on the Jeepers Creepers series after part 2, so I didn't see part 3. And most likely will not see this remake or reboot or whatever it is that's coming out. So, yeah. Jeepers Creepers 3. Can't speak on it, never saw it. Never want to see it. Strangeland. Strangeland is number 86. The 86th worst horror movie of all time. This is another one I don't remember a darn thing about. I only saw it once. I saw it back when it first came out on video, and I've not seen it since. I know it has a fan base, a group of people who really want to see a sequel. I know that Dee Snider has teased a sequel for many, many years, but I don't know. I don't remember Strangeland being great. I don't remember it being awful, though. But any Strangeland fans in here? Hey, Jamie. Strangeland is great. Okay. Strangeland shouldn't be on the list. Wasn't a fan of Strangeland. Yeah, I don't... Francis Chainsaw Grimpt liked Strangeland. Okay. Strangeland is disturbing, to put it mildly. All right. Yeah, I don't remember that much about it. Is it available on Blu-ray anywhere? Pretty sure it got a DVD release, but I don't know if it ever got a Blu-ray release, at least in the States. All right, moving on. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. A 6% on the tomato meter. That's what sunk this one. Oh, God. What? Not Halloween 6, no. Not Halloween 6. Definitely not the 85th worst horror film of all time. No. We're just going to pretend like we didn't see that. Moving on. The Unborn. I don't think I've seen this one. Written and directed by David S. Goyer. What happened to David Goyer? There for a while, he was like doing really good stuff, and then he just started doing really bad stuff. But I haven't seen The Unborn. I can't speak on it. If The Unborn is anybody a fan of The Unborn out there, or is The Unborn is it justified to have The Unborn at this position? Okay, The Unborn is terrible. Okay. The Unborn was awesome. Okay. The Unborn is freaking awesome. All right, let's move on. Oh, Supernova. I don't remember Supernova being that bad. Supernova is one of those movies that had like 5 different directors over the course of it being made. Yeah, it's not great, but 83? I don't know about that. Nah. Bless the Child. I saw this one years and years ago. This is another one I don't remember a darn thing about. That's right, Ben. Yes, David Goyer was. I know David. He wrote. Didn't he write a couple of Full Moon movies too? Before Death Warrant. No. Bless the Child, I don't remember a thing about it. A tomato meter score of 3%. Holy crap, that's what's tanked this one. But yeah, I don't remember anything about this movie. I do like that actor. I forget his name. He was in Dark City. Oh. Our second Jason movie to make the list. Jason X. Jason X, the X marks the fact that it's the 10th Friday the 13th film. You think, what a genius, is an example of a weak elevator pitch come to life. Screenwriter Todd Farmer came to the studio with the idea of Jason Voorhees in space, and somehow the studio bit, leading to an insane film in which Jason awakens upon a spaceship in the 25th century, just as ready to murder as ever. All right. Jason X, the 81st worst horror film of all time, according to Stacker. Ridiculous. And this is the second Jason movie to make the list. Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. I don't know if I've seen this one. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen all of them, except for the one that takes place in, I think, Japan. Which that's not even an official sequel, right? I don't know. The Ghost Dimension. I don't remember anything about this one. Or is this the one where at the end of it, they tie the end of this one like to the beginning of the first one? Like a character walks through a door and then they're in the first movie or something? I don't know. Oh, the Black Christmas remake. The first Black Christmas remake. The 79th worst horror film of all time. I watch this movie every year around the holidays. When I first saw it in theaters back in 2006, I freaking hated this movie. But over the years, I've liked it more and more. So it's become a staple of my holiday, holiday horror viewing every year. So I don't know. I disagree with this ranking. So listen, if this is number 79th on the list, the Black Christmas remake needs to be in the top 3. Just saying. How much y'all want to bet the Black Christmas remake ain't on this list? Huh? All right. Moving on. Oh God, The Forest. Yeah, God, this was bad. This was bad. I would actually move The Forest further down the list. Great setting for a movie. And they completely botch it with this PG-13 just garbage. The Forest deserves to be on this list. It deserves to be even further down the list. My Soul to Take. Ooh, Wes Craven's last movie. Jeez. No, Scream 4 was his last movie, right? Yeah, I think Scream 4 was his last movie. I'm not a fan of the movie. I actually, way back in the day, I did a review of My Soul to Take, and I got my very first hate mail over My Soul to Take. I reviewed it negatively, and I got a message sent to me on Facebook, just, a very hateful, venomous message, as I recall, because I did not like My Soul to Take. But yeah, any fans of My Soul to Take? Every now and again, I kind of feel the urge to go back and rewatch it, but then I don't know. I just don't do it. I have revisited it at least once over the years. I wouldn't put it in the 100 worst horror movies of all time. That's for sure. Haha, The Human Centipede 2. I'm surprised it's got a 30% tomato meter. I'm surprised it's got a 30% tomato meter. I've not seen the... I saw the first Human Centipede, but I've not seen any of the sequels. So I can't speak on any of the Human Centipede sequels. I have heard that this one is pretty extreme, though. So if you've seen Human Centipede 2 and you're a fan of it, let me know. I've not seen Crimes of the Future yet. Not yet. Hopefully very soon. All right, Human Centipede 2 full sequence. Number 76 on the list of the worst horror films of all time. Wait, what the? Alien vs. Predator Requiem's not a horror film? What? Alien vs. Predator Requiem's not listed as a horror film on the... Where's my phone? Somebody look up Alien vs. Predator Requiem on IMDb. Is it listed as a horror film? Really? No, ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's not a great movie. It's definitely not a great movie. But it's not a horror movie. Get out of here. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Venom. Venom. I remember Venom. I remember Venom. When did 2005? Yeah, I remember Venom. It's written by Kevin Williamson, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah. No. Who wrote Venom? I know Jim Gillespie, who directed I Know What You Did Last Summer, directed it. I thought Kevin Williamson wrote it. I don't remember. I thought he did. But yeah, Venom, not good. Not good. I remember there being some hype for Venom when it first came out. So AVP is listed as sci-fi on IMDb. Okay. But on IMDb, it's listed as action sci-fi. Then how's it on this? Okay. So yeah, Venom. I remember Venom being hyped up. Shortly before it was released, people were talking about, oh, this is going to be the movie that gets us back into slashers, and it's going to bring slashers back, and yada yada yada. And then it came and went really quick. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, there's Venom. And I don't remember. Oh, God, no. I don't even want to go there. I wish I hadn't seen that. God. Yeah, Venom. Not good. Not good. The Mangler, really? I mean, I know people. I think the Mangler just has a bad reputation. I think the Mangler just has a bad reputation. That's all. Because really, I mean, it's a wild, crazy, super fun movie. Jeez. Director Tobe Hooper, the man behind the 1974 masterpiece The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Mangler may have suffered from overly hyped syndrome. Still, the elevator pitch for this film is one of the weirdest imaginable. In an old school laundry, the folding machine has been possessed and acquired a taste for human blood. I definitely don't agree with this one. Definitely don't agree with this one. Skinwalkers. Okay, Skinwalkers at number 72. I don't remember a whole lot about this movie. I know Jim Isaac, who directed Jason X, directed it. So this is the second Jim Isaac movie on the list. But yeah, Skinwalkers, it was in werewolf movie. Werewolves packing heat kind of movie. Despite the charm of Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf. What? It turns out it's pretty hard to stick the landing on werewolf films. Why are you comparing Teen Wolf to Skinwalkers or any other werewolf movie? Teen Wolf is a comedy. Jeez, God. But yeah, I don't remember very much about Skinwalkers. I don't remember it being great. Why are you comparing it to Teen Wolf? All right, let's just move on. Good God. The Pier. What the hell? Hell no, I don't want to subscribe to your website. You're comparing Teen Wolf to Skinwalkers. Give me a freaking break. The Pyramid. I've never seen The Pyramid. Don't know anything about The Pyramid. If anybody's seen The Pyramid, let me know in the... not Children of the Corn 2. Children of the Corn 2 is awesome. Oh, man. Perhaps the 8-year gap is to blame for the brutal sequel to the first Children of the Corn. Possessed little kids are always scary, and small towns in Nebraska are pretty frightening as well. I bet you anything, whoever wrote this couldn't pick out Nebraska on a map. They have no idea where Nebraska is. They've never been there. Why are you talking crap about Nebraska? What a jerk. But Corn 2 never brings the fear factor of the original. And there's no... Jesus. God, what an idiot. Children of the Corn 2 is a fun movie. Pulse, yeah. Yeah, this movie sucks. I can't disagree with this one. If you've not seen the J-horror Pulse, Cairo, watch it. It is one of the most atmospheric, bleak, chilling, unforgettable, nightmarish horror films ever made. The American remake of it is garbage. Garbage. So I agree with that listing. Yoga Hosers, Kevin Smith film, number 68. I've never seen it. Can't speak on it. Lost Souls. Is this the one with Winona Ryder? Yes, this is the one with Winona Ryder. I saw it, and I don't remember a thing about it. So that's Lost Souls. Cairo was brilliant. Yes, Cairo is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Hey, Razami, how you doing? Oh, no. Oh, Long Weekend. This is... This is Jamie's movie. It's a remake of Long Weekend, which is kind of an Australian classic. It's got a 0% tomato meter. I remember talking to Jamie about this movie and him saying that it didn't quite turn out the way he wanted it to. I've not seen it. It's actually not that easy to find because I looked for it before having him on for a our bloodstream. But I couldn't find it. So, but Long Weekend, number 66. The Toxic Avenger 2? How can you put a Toxic Avenger? What? I mean, how can you put a Toxic Avenger movie on this list? I mean, okay. ATM. Yeah, I've seen ATM. Gosh, this is another one. I've seen so many movies over the years that I mean, you see some and you forget them. And ATM, as I recall, was pretty forgettable. So, the Long Weekend remake is on Tubi. Okay. All right. How are you going to put a trauma film on here at all? Exactly. Yeah, ATM, I saw it. Don't remember a thing about it. The Roommate, don't believe I've seen this one. Nope, haven't seen The Roommate. If anybody's seen The Roommate, let me know. Shut In. This one sounds familiar. Nope, I've not seen this one. Naomi Watts. I like Naomi Watts, but I don't think I've ever heard of this one. Never heard of it. Valentine? Come on. Really? Valentine is a fun slasher. Jeez. An 8% tomato meter. 4.7 on IMDb. I'm kind of surprised it's not at least, gosh. Valentine is a really fun slasher. Yeah, totally disagree with Valentine being on this list. Totally disagree. Bones. I don't know if I've ever seen Bones. This is the Snoop Doggy Dogg. This was like Snoop Doggy Dogg's I'm sorry, Snoop Dogg. He dropped the doggy. But I think this was his, wasn't this like his big screen debut or something like that? But don't believe I've seen it. Don't believe I've seen it. Bones rules. Bones is good. Okay. Oh, Godsend. Yes. Yeah, I remember seeing Godsend. I remember being super excited for Godsend because the director also directed a movie called The Hole that had Thora Birch and Keira Knightley in it. And I thought that was a great, great movie that nobody was talking about then and nobody talks about now. But I got really excited for this because this was that director's follow-up, and it's, big movie with Robert De Niro in it. Went to the theaters to see it opening weekend, and it was, yeah, not great. Not great. The Swarm. Is this not the Beam? Oh, come on. It's a killer bee. Oh no! I scrolled down too far. Oh. All right, let's forget about The Swarm. And let's just go on. Really, Friday the 13th Part 8 is the 57th worst horror movie of all time. Get the hell out of here. Oh. This is the third Friday the 13th film on this list. The third. It's time for another shot. Jesus Christ. I've bitten off more than I can chew here. I mean, I thought this list would be kind of fun, but this is, jeez. Hey, Garrett, how's it going, man? Oh, God. Jeez. The 8th Friday the 13th of the decade is a mess of a film. Jason Voorhees manages to be transported from the bottom of a lake to a party boat for a high school graduation, where he does Jason Voorhees things. Though the film has one of the greatest subtitles ever, barely any of the action actually takes place in Manhattan. Bad news for anyone looking for fish out of water fun on the level of Babe, Pig in the City, because when you're watching Jason Takes Manhattan, you're thinking of Babe, Pig in the frickin' City. And vice versa. Jesus. Huh. It's not fish out of water fun. Christ. God. Area 51, I don't believe I've seen it. I'll move on. Vampire in Brooklyn isn't that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. And Vampire in Brooklyn's really more of a comedy. Okay, whatever. It's not great. I still know what you did last summer. I mean, yeah, it's not great. I'm not going to defend it. It's not good. The Gallows, honestly, I didn't think The Gallows was that bad when I saw it. I know it's pretty much universally crapped upon, but I honestly didn't think it was that bad. But I'm not going to, if you hate it, great. Devil's Due. Saw this one. Remember not liking it, but don't remember very much else about it. I believe it was found footage, wasn't it? I believe it was found footage. Yes, the Jack Black and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I mean, how can you not love that movie because of Jack Black? Dragon Wars D-War. What in the hell is that? Never heard of it. Never seen it. Repossessed. And this is a comedy. This isn't a horror movie. What are we doing here? What is Rings? Okay, Rings. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I saw Rings. It sucks. This is the movie that pretty much this movie getting released is a big part of the reason why we didn't get to see the that Friday the 13th prequel, whatever deal it was, where like the first half of the movie or 3/4 of the movie was Mrs. Voorhees, and then so actually Rings deserves some applause in my opinion, because Rings helped us dodge that bullet. So give Rings a little bit of credit for that one, but not a good movie. Shark Night 3D's fun. Shark Night 3D's a fun movie. It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie. Devil's Due was directed by Radio Silence. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I still didn't like it, but Shark Night 3D is fun. Ouija. Yeah. That first Ouija movie was bad. Yeah. Okay. I support this. I support this entry. Yes. Ouija was bad. Man Thing. I have not seen Man Thing. I've heard of Man Thing, but I have not seen Man Thing. so I can't speak on Man-Thing. Cell, the Stephen King adaptation with John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson. I've not seen it. I started reading Cell years ago and put it down. I wasn't digging it, so I can't imagine that the adaptation was very good. Very good. Any fans of Cell? The Last Exorcism Part 2. I did not see The Last Exorcism Part 2. So, can't speak on that one either. Cell sucks. I figured. Cell is terrible. All right, let's go down here a little bit. Oh, Species 2, really? Species 2, I remember not being great, but yeah, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over this one. Yeah, Species 2 is not great, but I don't know. 43rd worst horror movie of all time. I don't know. And really, it's more of a sci-fi. I don't know. Let's not get into the genre debate. Beneath the Darkness, never seen it. Don't think I've ever even heard of it. Boogeyman, yeah. Oh God, Boogeyman was awful. Yeah. I just remember Boogeyman being unbearably boring. So I'm fine with Boogeyman being on this list. Halloween Resurrection. We've got, well, no, this is our second Halloween film on the list. Halloween Resurrection. Here we go. Halloween Resurrection, the 40th worst horror movie of all time. I mean, it's bad. We all know it's bad. But I mean, it's Halloween Resurrection, for God's sake. I don't know. I mean, it's bad. I don't know how you can hate the movie though, but it's bad. It's bad. It is. House. What? Oh, okay. Okay. This is a different House. I've not seen it. Never heard of it. For a minute there, I thought they were talking about the William Catt House movie, but that's not the case. All right. Urban Legends Final Cut at number 38. And the image didn't load for some reason. I like Urban Legends Final Cut. I think it's a really fun sequel. I definitely don't agree with it being the 38th worst horror film of all time. Definitely not. I think it's a fun slasher. If you've not seen it, I recommend it. Yeah, amen, Rambo Raff. Amen, Rambo Raff. Oh no, not Howling 2. How can you not? Howling 2, the 37th worst horror film of all time. No. Howling 2 is so much freaking fun. I love Philippe Mora. I like pretty much all of his stuff. I know he's gotten off onto some strange stuff here lately. But I mean, Howling 2, Howling 3, Communion, some fun. He's got some fun titles under his belt. So, and Howling 2 is so fun. Oh, come on. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Oh my God. Jamie, if you're still here. Exorcist 2, The Heretic. I'm not a big fan of it. I know it does have fans. Howling 2 has Reb Brown shooting werewolves. Exactly. Yeah. Geez. Howling 7 better not be here. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. It's got it. Listen. Well, does it have 5,000 votes on IMDb? That might be what keeps it off this list, actually. So I don't know. Hey, Logan's Doom. Listen, if we're only at number 36, so I mean this bottle might get emptied before the night is through. Blair Witch 2, no, this is another one that it's got a bad reputation. That's it. It's got a bad reputation, but oh God. When I first saw Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 in the theater opening weekend, listen, I was like, this is crap. This sucks. I hate it. I walked out of the theater just pissed. But I think it's a really good movie. It's one of those like the Black Christmas remake, the first Black Christmas remake. It's grown on me a lot. I think it's yeah, I don't know. I like it. Definitely not the 35th worst horror film of all time. Ridiculous. The Darkness, I have not seen that one. I skipped over that one. A Sound of Thunder. Yeah, I was going to say, is that based on a Ray Bradbury book? Yeah, it is. Or a short story. I've not seen the movie though. So can't speak on it. The Devil Inside. I remember seeing this one, but I don't remember a thing about it. Or maybe I don't. Did I see? Maybe I'm confusing this one with Devil's Due. Or maybe I saw this one and not Devil's. No, I'm pretty sure I saw Devil's Due, but I may not have seen this one. Doesn't matter. Bats. The Lou Diamond Phillips movie? No. Bats, no. Bats is a fun movie. No, definitely. It's got a 3.7 on IMDb, really? I thought Bats was a lot of fun. All right, 3.7 on IMDb. 17% tomato meter. Okay, alrighty. We got a Leprechaun. Leprechaun 2? All right, if Leprechaun 2 is number 30, I remember Leprechaun 2 being fun. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this series, but I remember Leprechaun 2 being kind of fun. Okay. 4.4 IMDb rating and a 0% on tomato meter. All right, that's Leprechaun 2. Piranha 3DD, come on. That's another fun movie. It's dumb fun, but it's fun. Come on. 3.8 on IMDb. Really? I thought it was a fun movie. Ah, The Wicker Man. Oh, The Wicker Man. Oh my God. 3.7 on IMDb. I don't know how you can, how can you watch The Wicker Man after the first 10 minutes and be taking it seriously? This version of The Wicker Man. You either just go with you either just go with The Wicker Man, or you just stop the movie. Come on. I agree. More of a comedy. Yeah, more of a comedy, definitely. Stan Helsing. I did not see Stan Helsing, and I'm sure that my life is better because of it. 11-11-11. I've not seen 11-11-11. So can't speak on that one. If you've seen 11-11-11 or Stan Helsing, let me know in the comments. The Wicker Man is the greatest comedy of all time. Critters 3. Oh, okay. Critters 3. The 25th worst horror movie of all time? No, it's not good. But it's not the 23rd worst horror film of all time. I mean, come on. Give me a break. Stan Helsing has Diora Baird in it? Ah, really? It might be worth watching just for that alone. But Critters 3, yeah, I mean, what's worse, Critters 3 or Bye Bye Man? Because Bye Bye Man is, come on. Smiley. I've actually not seen Smiley, but I've heard people tell me that I should see Smiley. But according to this list, it's the 24th worst horror film of all time. Yeah, Critters 4 is... Yeah. Smiley. Not seen Smiley. Let me know about Smiley in the chat. Here we've got Prom Night. Oh, the Prom Night remake. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. You know what? I agree. This is one ranking on this list I agree with. Actually, I think it should be further down the list, to be honest. Yeah. The Apparition. Haven't seen it. Oh. For a minute there, I thought they were going to say Jaws the Revenge. Jaws 3. Ah, come on. Really? The 21st... The third film in the Jaws franchise, Jaws 3D, was produced in the trendy format to generate some buzz around a flailing series. Also, the action moves to SeaWorld in Orlando, because why the hell not? People truly hate this movie because the first Jaws was such a magical film. For viewers of a certain generation, this is like making a Citizen Kane sequel, where he's still trying to track down that damn Rosebud. But this time, he's at Disneyland. Of the 4 Jaws movies, Jaws 3D is my least favorite, but I still love it. I mean, come on. The 21st worst horror film of all time, give me a break. Soul Survivors, number 20, really? I don't remember this movie. I don't remember it being that bad. I kind of remember liking it, to be honest. Well, it's been a long time. But I mean, I have like somewhat fond memories of it. Maybe that's just because of Eliza Dushku, but I don't know. No, definitely not the 20th worst horror film of all time. The Haunting of Molly Hartley. Didn't see that one. Ghoulies. Number 18. But the charm of Ghoulies is that it is bad. I mean, right? I mean, part of that movie's charm is that it's bad. I don't. Okay. Beowulf. Is this the one with Christopher Lambert? I think it is. I rented it back in the day, but I don't remember really anything about it. It's got Rona Mitra in it, and I do like Rona Mitra. So, and is this is it even it's not a, okay, whatever. One Missed Call. The One Missed Call remake. Yep, that one was pretty bad. That one was pretty bad. Yeah. Not going to fight over this one. One Missed Call. The One Missed Call American remake was pretty bad. The Disappointments Room. Yes, that one was also pretty bad. The Disappointments Room was so bad that the studio behind it only released it on DVD. They didn't even put it out on Blu-ray. Just DVD. That's it. So, yeah. I actually have seen The Disappointments Room, and it lives up to the disappointment part. Even with Kate Beckinsale in it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, the 14th worst horror film of all time. All right. The retelling of the 1974 classic casts Renee Zellweger as the young woman who must continuously fight to survive the bloodthirsty advances of Leatherface and the rest of the Slaughter Clan. Slaughter Clan? Matthew McConaughey stars, besides Zellweger, in what has to be the least romantic and least comedic rom-com of the 90s. This film would have been way better if they made the subtle How to Lose Your Head in 10 Days. So it sounds like whoever created this list, whoever wrote this, they went into Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, expecting a rom-com of some sort. I guess he expected Zellweger and McConaughey to hook up or something. Christ. Piranha Part 2, The Spawning. I don't... Piranha 2, The Spawning, yeah. It is what it is. It's just... Oh, The Fog! Okay, here we go. The Fog remake... Number 12. It's the 12th worst horror film of all time, according to this list from Stacker. And I don't want to spoil my review of the film, which will be out later this week. But I will say this about it. I'm okay with The Fog remake being the number 12 worst horror film of all time. I'm fine with that. The Cabin Fever remake. So this is the second Cabin Fever movie on the list. I've not seen the Cabin Fever remake, so I can't speak on it. I figured, why in the world are they remaking Cabin Fever? Let's see, this came out in 2016 and the first one was released in 2002. Really? So no, I've not seen the Cabin Fever remake. The Human Centipede 3. This is the second Human Centipede film on the list. But like Part 2, I have not seen Part 3, so I can't speak on it. Oh, come on. Oh, Fear.com is not that bad. Come on. Fear.com is not that bad. A 3.3 on IMDb? Really? Fear.com is not that bad. No, not that bad. Forget about it. No, not that bad. Uh, Here we go. We've got our first Uwe Boll film to make the list. Blood Rain. I have seen Blood Rain, and it is pretty bloody bad. Yeah, it's Blood Rain. I do like, what's the Christiana Loken? Kristana Loken. I like her. It was actually written by, what's her name? She co-wrote American Psycho, the movie, the screenplay. What was her name? I can't remember. But she wrote Blood Rain. There's actually a Guinevere Turner. There's an interview with her on YouTube where she talks about Blood Rain and working with Uwe. Pretty interesting. Oh, Troll 2, come on. I mean, again, part of this movie's charm is that it's bad. How can you watch this movie and, I mean, Jesus. I mean, considered one of the worst movies of all time, Troll 2 is about a young boy who tries to convince his family that the trolls from his grandfather's stories are real. Child actor Michael Paul Stevenson stars as Joshua, and later made a critically acclaimed documentary about the terrible cult classic called Best Worst Movie. Parents, please take note. This is not the sequel to DreamWorks Trolls. Although, could you imagine? Like, imagine this was the old video store days, and you took the Troll 2 tape and took it out of the horror section and put it over in the kids section behind the Troll 2 box. I don't know. I'm a little buzzed right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. But Troll 2 is not a bad movie. Troll 2 is a bad movie. That's its charm. So, I don't know. Let's move on. Oh my God, The Crow Wicked Prayer. Yes, oh my God. Yes, The Crow Wicked Prayer is awful. Wow. Are we calling The Crow Wicked Prayer a horror movie? I mean, the movie's awful. There's no doubt about it. But it's not a horror movie. This remake of The Crow, it's not a remake. This remake of The Crow, the film in which Bruce Lee's son Brandon was tragically killed on set, stars Edward Furlong. There are so many things wrong with that sentence. This remake of The Crow, the film in which Bruce Lee's son Brandon was tragically killed on set, stars Edward Furlong. There are so many things wrong in that sentence. God, yeah, such a bad movie. Holy God. Oh, no, oh, God. Not Jaws the Revenge. Oh. A 2.9 on IMDb, really? Wow. A 2.9 on IMDb. I love I love this photo too. Oh God. I mean, yeah, it's a bad movie. But it's bad in all the right ways, I think. I love Jaws 4. Birdemic. Shock and Terror. I've not seen Birdemic. I've heard of Birdemic, and I've heard it's quite bad, which is why I've not seen it. But, yeah, there we go. Alone in the Dark, another Uwe Boll film, number 3. And, well, yeah, Alone in the Dark's a horror movie. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it. It's an Uwe Boll film, that's for sure. And what is going on here? Goodness gracious. Alone in the Dark, the number 3 worst horror film of all time. Let's move on here. Manos, The Hands of Fate. I've not seen this. I've heard of it, but is it really the second worst horror film of all time? Really? Ugh. So, all right, we are at the end of the list here. There's only one movie left. The worst horror film of all time. Does anybody want to take any guesses as to what it could be? Because, I mean, I can think of some really bad horror movies that have not been on this list. But there's only one slot left. Does anybody want to guess what the worst horror film of all time is, according to Stacker? Any guesses? If Friday 5 is the worst film of all time on this list, I swear to God, you're going to see something. I can promise you that. Rob Zombie's Halloween, doubtful. It should be Black Christmas 2019, but I'm doubting it. House Shark. Plan 9. That would be so lame though. Psycho remake. Forrest Gump. Hereditary. Oh, Hereditary will be number 1. House of the Dead, that's a possibility. We've seen 2 or 3 Uwe Boll films here right in a row. So, Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave. April Fool's Day remake is pretty awful. That is pretty awful. All right, I'm going to count it down. And we're going to discover what the worst horror film of all time is in 5. Hold on, I need to get a shot ready. My blood pressure's going up. I've actually got a headache right now. What could be the worst horror film of all time? We're going to find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. House of the Dead. House of the Dead. Another Uwe Boll film. We've seen 3 Uwe Boll films in like the top 10. House of the Dead. I've seen much worse. I've seen much worse. I've seen much worse. A 2.0 on IMDb and a 3 on Tomato Meter. Impressively, director Uwe Boll managed to get 3 films in the top 8 of our list. The German director was also responsible or maybe to blame for Blood Rain and Alone in the Dark. In House of the Dead, a group of ravers have their drug aided? Shouldn't that be drug addled? Their drug aided island dance party interrupted by all sorts of monsters looking for blood. Incredibly, Boll gets his film financed on the same planet where Vincent van Gogh died in poverty. Go figure. Yeah, whoever wrote this really thinks they've got a real corker of a sense of humor. So there you go. House of the Dead is the number one worst, the worst horror film of all time. It's a bad movie. It is a bad movie. There's no question about it. Is it the worst horror film of all time? I can think of much, much worse. I can think of much worse. But there you go. I disagreed with almost every one of these listings. There was, there were a few random ones that I agreed with, but for the most part, I disagreed with everything on this list. So, yeah. Thoughts on Stacker's top 100 worst horror movies of all time? By the way, if you've not dropped a like on the stream, thank you all for 94 likes on the stream. I appreciate that. And there was no Howling New Moon Rising on the list. Maybe that one just didn't have enough votes on IMDb. I don't know. I don't know. What say you all? As Jeremy would say, thumbs down. Thumbs down. I think Stacker's only seen 99 horror movies. This list was terrible. I'm going to go make my 100 worst romantic comedies list now. All right. Thanks, Aaron. Take care, buddy. Jeez, oh, Pete. No, there were no Wrong Turn sequels on the list. No Wrong Turn sequels at all. Oh my God, yes. Yes, they do. I wonder, hold on. Let me look on their website and see if they've got a 100 best horror movies list. Because that'll be a good one. Oh, their website's horrible. There's not even a search function. Oh my God, they do have a 100 best horror movies of all time list. Holy God. I can't do it tonight though. I can't. I can't. I can't do it tonight.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Well, thank you, Francis Chainsaw Grimp, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, sir. That list was triggering. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. But Stacker does have a 100 best horror movies of all time. I'm going to bookmark it. I'm not going to look at any of it. I'm going to bookmark it, and we'll save that for another night. I can't do it. I can't do it. The 100 best. If that was their 100 worst, there's not enough left in this bottle for me to do the 100 best. Hey, vey. Do it now or you hate your fans. Didn't drink enough, should be plastered. Yeah. Jeez. No, actually, James, I think it was a dude that wrote that. Uh,
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Thank you, Mohammed, for the 25. That is Arab Emirates dollars. What's up, good sir? Who do you prefer, De Niro or Al Pacino? And what's your favorite of each of Scorsese, De Niro, Al Pacino, and Leo DiCaprio? Holy crap. I prefer De Niro, but Pacino, when he's really going over the top, is pretty entertaining. Favorite movie, Scorsese. My favorite Scorsese movie would have to be either Taxi Driver or Goodfellas. De Niro, I'd have to say probably Taxi Driver. Pacino, Cruising. Or I could just lump De Niro and Pacino together and say Heat. Pacino's awesome in Heat. Leo DiCaprio. I don't know what my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie would be. Critters 3 is my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie. There you go. Thank you all for 107 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I do love Heat. And I saw that Heat is getting a 4K very soon. So I'm excited about that. And Michael Mann has written a novel that is a sequel to Heat. So I'll probably be picking that up too. Great stream. Thank you, James. Yes, you are right. There you go. United Arab Emirates. Pacino was very good in Scarface. There's no doubt about that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, what happened was Christian Bale was cast, but then, I forget how it went. Like Mary Harron was on board, and she wanted Christian Bale, but then like Oliver Stone became interested, and Oliver Stone wanted Leonardo DiCaprio and Cameron Diaz, so the producers went with Oliver Stone and Leonardo DiCaprio, but then, I don't know. Leo DiCaprio's people stepped in and said, you just did Titanic. You're like every 15-year-old girl and, middle-aged housewife's wet dream. We can't have you now play Patrick Bateman. So that was kiboshed. This list was great. This live stream brought about a great deal of entertainment for me. It was fun witnessing how overly sensitive horror film fans truly are. You're damn right. You're damn right. It's passion, Daniel. It's called passion. I enjoyed that list. Your reactions were priceless, Pizowell. Thank you, Name the Stars. Well, Pacino played that character, Vincent Hanna, in Heat, as if he did, do a little coke on the side to keep him, so he can pull those long nights and remain sharp, and so. And so many great lines from Pacino in that movie, Oh, God, so funny.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Thank you, Mohammed, for the additional 50 United Arab Emirates dollars. Thanks for answering my question, Piz, and good stream tonight. I do Goodfellas. It's my number one favorite and greatest film of all time. After that, for De Niro, I do love Casino, Raging Bull, and then Taxi Driver. I love Casino too, and Raging Bull's. He's excellent in Raging Bull also. Because I've always really enjoyed Casino. Casino doesn't get the love that I think it should. Great movie. But thank you, Mohammed. Appreciate that very much. So you did not like Crimes of the Future, Smudge? Get killed walking your doggy. So many great lines of his in that movie. Oh, God. Yeah, I talked about the whole Nev Campbell thing at the beginning of the stream, including some info that I was given by a quote unquote insider. So see how that goes. I think she's going to get paid now, though. I think she's going to get paid. Now that all this has gone public, she'll get paid.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Oh, thank you, Anthony O'Donnell, for the $5 super chat. Hello, Piz. I don't know if you ever heard of 1995's Jacko. Yes, I've heard of it, and I do know that it's getting a 4K, a Blu-ray release that's mastered in 4K. You just ordered yours. Yeah, I heard about that, Anthony. I know that one edition of it comes with a Linnea Quigley signature. You know what's funny is I found a copy of Jacko at a used bookstore one time years ago that was actually signed by Brink Stevens. So I was pretty surprised. So you're stoked for the Jacko Blu-ray? Gosh, that's another one I don't remember a whole lot about. Yes, the baseball bat scene in Casino's very yeah. Oh, is the Jacko Blu-ray already sold out? Is that what you're saying? I just heard about it being released today. So let's see. Is it already sold out? Here we go. Oh, no, it's not sold out. Doesn't say it is. Nah, it's not sold out. Jacko. I've been having bad luck with steelbooks. When I took the cardboard off the back of Lawrence of Arabia today, there was a big scratch down the middle. Ugh. See, I know I'm like so. Whenever I order a steelbook through the mail, I'm like so, I just know it's coming destroyed. The worst one for me. Do you guys remember that Reservoir Dogs release that was like a gas can? I probably got 3 of those in the mail that were just absolutely destroyed. And I sent the first one back. They were very nice. Sent me another one. It was destroyed too. Took it back. Sent me the third one. And it was the third one. It was damaged too, but I was like, I'm just going to keep it. It was the least damaged of the 3. But yeah. Oh, is Severin having their sale right now? I know they were having a sale at some point. Is that going on right now? I don't think there's really anything on Severin, I don't think there's any Severin releases I really want. Oh, it's coming up this weekend? Okay. Friday. Okay. Yeah, but there's really nothing on their website I want. I do want I know they're selling that Cruel Jaws release at conventions. If anybody's planning on going to a convention in the future where Severin is going to have a table, let me know so I can get you to pick up that Cruel Jaws Blu-ray. They can't sell them on the website, but they'll sell them at conventions. Is there an out-of-print horror movie that you want to get a new remastered Blu-ray? Yes. Fright Night Part 2. So yeah, when should we do the top 100 best horror movies stream? Eh? Oh man, I think I need at least a couple of days to recover from the worst list before diving into the best, because the best may actually be more infuriating than the worst. Hey, Carolina Chupacabra. Thank you for becoming a patron. I appreciate that. Very nice of you.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Mohammed. Thank you for the 25 United Arab Emirates dollars. I still have a DVD player and I actually like it, but am thinking of maybe going for a Blu-ray 4K player. Do you think it's worth getting? I'm not 100%. Yes, I do think that a 4K player is worth getting, for sure. But thank you for that, sir. I appreciate it. Very, very kind of you.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Oh, Mohammed, you're making it rain. You're making it rain, sir. Thank you, thank you. Do you like Scream 2, and do you agree that although some of the Scream sequels are done well, they all lack the creativity and originality of the first? Yes. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. Scream 3 to me is the kind of movie that the original Scream would like make fun of. And I like Scream 2 all the way up to the ending. The back-to-back killer monologues just, oh God. It just makes that movie feel like it's 4 hours long to me. But up until that point, I like Scream 2. I like the opening in the movie theater. And yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty good right up until the end, and it just drags and drags and drags and drags and drags. And Scream 4, I just remember really disliking Scream 4, and I've never wanted to go back and revisit it. So, but thank you, Mohammed, man. I appreciate it. I was going to look something up, and now I don't remember what I was going to look up. Oh, Blu-ray 4K. Yeah, Blu-ray 4K players, man. You should definitely look into getting one. The thing though with 4K though, if you get a 4K Blu-ray player, you also need to upgrade and get a 4K television to really see 4K in all of its glory. But 4K Blu-ray players really aren't that expensive these days. So yeah, they're not expensive at all, but gotta have the 4K TV to go along with the 4K player. Well, the Scream 3 that we got was not the Scream 3 that Kevin Williamson had intended. But this was right after Columbine happened, and so they decided to not make the film so violent, to add in some more comedic elements, and they took the movie out of the small town and put it in Hollywood. So that's the Scream 3 we got. That was not the Scream 3 that was intended. I do agree with that, Name the Stars. It gives Sydney's character closure, and really that should have been it for her. She shouldn't have done. I mean, that should have been it for her. Scream 4 should have been its own thing, and I think Scream 5 should have been its own thing. But I don't know. That's just me. $4K players are still over 200. I don't. Well, I mean, nowadays maybe. Since everything has gone up. Here's a Sony on Amazon that's $178. Here's a Panasonic that's 177. Here's an LG that's 166. Well, and you have to be careful too when you're getting these, because like here's one that's a Sony, but it's 4K upscaling. That's not true 4K. So you got to be careful when you're looking at listings. Same thing with like these region-free players. Like I see a lot of these region-free players, but when you click on them, it's only like region-free DVD and not Blu-ray. So you just gotta, do your due diligence and do some research, read the fine print, and you can find a good player at a decent price. I have not seen The Descent Part 2. Not heard particularly good things about it, but I love the first Descent. Great movie. Great movie. Ugh. Oh, goodness. We have been going for 2 hours and 13 minutes. But it's been a long 2 hours and 13 minutes. That list took a lot out of me. But we do have the 100 best horror movies to look forward to. Oh, God. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night there. It is 11:16 p.m. here on the East Coast, and it is about my bedtime. So let me do some shout-outs here before I call it a night. Shout out to Francis Chainsaw Grimp. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Anthony O'Donnell, for the $5 super chat. And thank you, Mohammed Nabil, for the 123.25 United Arab Emirates super chats and the 150 United Arab Emirates super chat. I appreciate that, man. Very kind of you. Let's see who's tuned in over on Twitch. We've got Sting of the Scorpion 78, SV7SV, and Just Jason hanging out over on Twitch. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, I think I'm still here. Okay, my OBS disconnected for just a minute, but now I am back. I think. Yeah, I'm back. All right. Let's see who's still with me over on YouTube. I have got Smudge, Big Crack Rock, Big Tubby, Name the Stars, Punisher, Batman Fan, Hillbilly Tech, Ian Thomas, The Daily Ghost, Dave Vanderhoff, Joe Cool, Captain Halloween, Anthony O'Donnell, Michael Sullivan, Jeffrey DeShore, there's Mohammed, James Rose, Carolina Chupacabra. Thanks again for becoming a patron. Mike Barrett, Slasher Home Video, my buddy Chris, Mike, Darren Hackney. Darren, thank you for hanging out. Chester 22. DJ Donnelly, thank you for hanging out. There's Francis Chainsaw Grimp. Friday Night Films, The Trash Stash, Rock Music Forever 90, Enrique Reyes. yeah, thank y'all for tuning out tonight. Tuning out. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night, and I will return after I rest and prepare myself for the Stacker 100 Best Horror Movies of All Time list. I've got a feeling that one's going to be a doozy. So, all right. But thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you again very, very soon. Until then, peace.